See what it looks like. You can see the chair. Oh, yeah. You see the chair. That's just way the fuck up there. Oh, that's not good. It's too high. Shit. All right here. That's right better. Oh, shit. Oh, man. Oh, boy. I don't know, guys. I'm doing the best I can here. Just fucked up. See. Well, I just do it like that. Okay. Alright, everybody. You're a little stuck in La La Land over here. Alright, that's the best I can do, everybody. You know, I'm not a Illuminati producer over here. Hello, everybody. Okay, you should see me. There. Hello, everybody. Okay, it's like 3:30 in the morning here in La La Land. This timeline that I'm stuck in. Whenever, if people are wondering, you know, when I'm gonna get there, the best I can tell you is this. When the floor becomes the wall, then I come there. Then I come there, you know. Then I come there. When that is, I don't know. Not quite sure. Well, it's at the end of the timeline, when the timeline reaches end. Remember the dude made the video and then it got taken off? If you go to my page and you look at it, there's a video that's, they took off. Because it was supposed to be a scorch, but I turned it into something productive, you know. It was supposed to be a scorch, but I knew it was a scorch, but I transformed it into something good, get them back. That's the best thing I do to gang stalker people. I fucking, when they make a scorch, I turn into something productive, you know. They hate that, because they want to make everything turn to dirt. Okay, but never mind. Okay, that's what people need to talk to you about. Okay, well, Tommy from Martin's show, they say he passed away from blood clot today. I do not want to disrespect him in any such way. There's not to disrespect Tommy, you know. And I say rest in peace, you know, even though I don't believe there's really any death because I have my brains blown out and I'm sitting here talking to you. So, plus I died before that. I fell out of a tree. I overdosed. I already died like, just recently, I died like 3 or 4 times already. When I was 7 years old, I fell out of a tree and smashed my head open. I think I died then, pretty sure. And then I died again, I overdosed, and I died again. And now they blew my brains out, died again. Then when I was in Kentucky, I might have died again because they put drugs in my food. And I believe that's why they came and tore down my shelter, because they didn't want anybody to put 2 and 2 together, you know what I'm saying? They stole all my stuff, everything they stole, everything. Every fucking thing. All my electronics, some gold chains and watches I had, they took all my clothes, they stole everything, man. Every fucking thing. They took the whole backpack because I went through where they were burning, and they were burning my shit, burning it. What was left, they were burning it. It was all a setup, you know. They did all that shit on purpose, you know. On purpose. You know. Oh, we're not, the guy from Kentucky Fried Chicken said, we're not doing it on purpose to you. We're just making the parking lot bigger. Yeah, right, motherfucker. Yeah, right, nigga. Yeah, right. Whatever. Whatever. Okay. I lost my shit over and over so many times. Whatever. But anyways, okay. So there's a little situation going on right now. That's why I'm making this video. It's 3:30 in the morning. I was in bed. I woke up. So lately, I've been going to bed and getting dragged into astral realms, you know, by alien people, by all sorts of people, because they want to talk to me, you know, of course. So they drag me in there, you know. That's why I wake up, I'm so exhausted, you know, just like I feel like I didn't even sleep, you know. I feel like I didn't go to sleep. That means you're astral traveling when you're sleeping. You wake up, you're real tired, that means you were traveling, you know. Anyway, so this is what's going on. Okay, so they made a post on YouTube of Tommy standing in front of a cage. So what is this cage he's standing in front of? Well, I'm going to tell you what it is. I told you to go to the hell vortex places, you can drive there, the police or ambulance take you there, or you drive there yourself if you know how to go there. And you gotta rig up your car. First you gotta go down south. You know how I say you can't get there from here? You can't get there from the surface. From up north, you can't get there. You have to go down south first, okay? So now, they call it going down south, but they also call it going to Florida. So I looked at another video, and he's on a talk show, and he's laughing, talking about we're in Florida. So that means that he was going down south. All right. That means that Tommy went to the hell place before. And once you go once, then you're always under the threat. You know, that's the threat to keep you in line, that they'll put you back there. You know what I'm saying? You step out of line, they'll put you back there as a threat, you know, that's held over the gangster people. Okay, now, I told you, a lot of these people are They're tricked into going there. They're threatened into going there. They're manipulated. They trick you, you know. Once you sign the paper, the police come and they tell you to take your clothes off. They put you in a police car and they bring you there. You know. They try to do that to me, but every time I signed the paper, because I was stupid, I didn't know what was going on then. Every time I signed the paper, the signature disappeared, or the pen wouldn't work. You know, and they give me another pen, and that one won't work. Another pen, and that one won't work, because they could never get me there. But they still took me there anyways. You know, but I was hypnotized. I'm not supposed to remember going there, but I remember going there. But consciously, they can only bring me there under hypnosis because they wanted to steal my money. They took me there. One time they took me, the treacherous tramp crack queen and Kevin, whatever the fuck his last name is. They took me there. We were in the cave. Well, you gotta go like a gate or something. Then once you're down south, you go to a dead end road, whatever, or covered bridges or hills. I told you when I was a little kid, I used to watch the ambulances disappear into the hill. Okay, so that's how I figured out how to go in there, and I ended up going in there myself. I figured out how to get in there myself, and I walked in and I started running up the hill, and then I fell into the hill, and then I turned around and I look, and there's just it looks like heat, you know, like it's a real hot day, like heat waves, you know, and you're looking out, you can see the outside, but from the outside you can't see it. From inside you can see out, you know. So I look, and then there's a door. The door to hell is the hell places is it's got stone around it. It's a steel door. They got them all over. And once you go inside the door, then they got cells in there, and then there's a elevator there. So stupid me, I was a little kid. I said, "What the fuck's in here?" So I knocked on the door. Then the people came, opened the door, they grabbed me and they put me in a cell. And then some old man came and told him to let him go. Told him to let me go. Some old man with a cane. That's the same old man that I saw in the woods that tried to get me. He said, "Sign this paper, I'll give you $1 million." And I was like, "I ain't signing shit." I was walking my dog, smoking a joint in the woods while I was a little kid. This actually happened. And it was right near where the door, where the hell is, I fell into. Anyway, so that's how I, learned about all that shit. So let's get back to Tommy. So they got Tommy standing in front of a cave. What's that mean? That means that he's going to hell. That's what I mean. Okay, but it's just a vortex place. Everybody's naked. Nobody's allowed to wear clothes there. There's giant bats in there. There's spiders in there. It's a pretty scary fucking place, It's not a nice place. It's fucking scary, So, so they got him standing in front of this cage. Now, when in some of the elevators, there's a cage there. Like when you go to court, if you go to court and you're in a court building with an elevator, that elevator will take you to hell too. They take people right there from the court right straight to hell. So, probably not all of them, but some of them, yeah. And they also have elevators in hospitals and other places. Take you to hell. Okay, so did all that shit about Tommy dying and all that. That's probably because of what I wrote this morning, about I'm gonna kill all you fucking scumbags and all that. All the gang stalker people, because they interfere with mental salvation and virgin birth, So they trying to make me feel like it's my fault that Tommy died, whatever. So inside the elevator, there's a cage. They lock you in there, But also, when you get to the bottom, you get in the cave. When the elevator opens and you come out in the cave, there's a cage too, because there's bats in there and all kinds of shit. Giant bats, okay? Think I'm joking. I'm not joking. There's giant bats bigger than me, and they can be invisible too. you know, and that's how this shit's gonna come out, you know. You know, probably don't believe me, but it really doesn't matter if you believe me or not. It doesn't matter if you believe me. Who cares? I don't care if you believe me or not. But anyways, so there's giant bats in there. I've seen the bats before. I actually ran one of them over. It's not funny, but there was one in front of my car, and in order to see them, you have to match. You have to match the frequency. You have to match your emanations, and then you can see them. Like you can see little people in the woods and fairies and stuff like that. In order to see these elemental spirits, you have to match your emanations to theirs. You have to match the same frequency. Then you can see them. You know. Okay, whatever. So when you get to the bottom of the elevator, there's a cage there too because I've taken the elevators by myself. You know. Snuck in there, tried to look around, see what's going. Yeah, yeah, okay. We've done all this shit. So one time, I'll tell you another quick little story. So one time, oh, they got them in convalescent homes too. They take the old people right from the convalescent home right to hell too. You know? So I was in seeing my grandfather convalescent home, and I went in the elevator and ended up in the cave. Okay? Ended up in the cave. Now, remember I told you up is down, down is up. So you might feel like you're going up, but you're actually going down and vice versa and stuff like that. But so I took the elevator and I came out in the cave. This is a true story. So I came out and the door opened, elevator opened. I walked out and there was a cage there, you know, but the door was open. So I walked down and now I'm in this giant cave and you can hear the bats. Once you get in the cave, you can hear the bats. They're scary. They make real scary noises. So I'm hearing all these bats. Now I'm shitting my pants. I'm like, oh my God, what the hell? Yeah. So now I started getting a little shaken up, you know. I'm like, oh my God, I'm in the cave. I knew where I was, you know, because I already been in the cave. So I already knew I was in one of the caves, you know. I already knew what was happening. And then I turned around, the door closed. And I was pressing a button and the door wouldn't open. I'm like, oh shit, you know. So then I was stuck in the cave, you know. I'm listening to the bats and it's pitch black in there. There's no lights. The only light is from the exit. There's the exit sign above the elevator. That's the only light. There's no other light, you know. It's dark in there, you know. There's lights, you know, but few and far between, you know. It's dark because the bats like it dark. And spiders and stuff. There's big spiders and giant spiders. It's bigger than you. As big as cars. Anyways, so now I'm in the cave, but okay, so that's how I know about all this stuff. Okay, so now I qualify. All right, so they got Tommy standing in front of his cage. That means he's going to hell. Okay. Now, so now, you know, I went to bed thinking about Tommy. You know, because I knew what the picture meant, you know, the video. I know what the cage was, you know. So now I'm thinking about him. I'm like, damn, bro. I'm thinking about Tommy. And he's all dressed up. Okay, so now I go to sleep. And now I'm in the astral realm. So I was just in the astral realm. So now I'm in the astral realms. And who do I see in the astral realm? I see my brother. And he's all dressed up. And I haven't seen my brother in years. I don't even talk to my brother. You know, I don't know if he necessarily hates me, but he knows who I am. And he probably went to the hell place already himself because they take everybody there. That's your initiation, you know. You gotta go there. But some people go there as little kids. They don't even remember going there. Like, you know, their parents take them there immediately when they're little kids, so they won't even remember going there. And yeah, the kid might be scared then, but then, you know, you're a kid, so you forget about it, whatever. So So I go to bed thinking about Tommy, and now I see my brother in the astral realms, and he's all dressed up. I'm like, where you going? It was time to go to sleep, and we're in some house. Never seen the house. I don't know. It was not a house that we ever lived in or anything like that. It's just some house, and he had a room and I had a room, but in my room was two beds, and he's all dressed up. I said, where you going? He wouldn't tell me where he's going. My brother wouldn't tell me where he's going. I'm like, come on, tell me where you're going. He's like, I can't tell you. Like, whatever. So I went to bed, and then I woke up, and then he wasn't in his bed. And then I'm like, wait a minute. But he has his own room. I said, well, I want to go see. I opened the door. This just happened. I opened the door, and I walk out in the hallway, and it was dark, and some woman, she didn't grab me, but like I ran into her, and she held me, and then she just started sucking on my arm, like she's sucking on it. I'm like, what the fuck is this? Excuse the language. I'm like, what is this? She's sucking on my arm. And then immediately I woke up because I didn't like the situation, so I woke up right away. I'm like, what is, because I was a little shaken up. So I woke up. And now I realize that the dream means that my brother's about to die. That's what it means, because Tommy was dressed up and he's going to the place, and my brother's dressed up, so that probably means that my brother's about to die. So I figure if I get up and make the video, then even if my brother dies, they'll bring him back to life. Because that's what the treacherous tramp crack queen told me. The girl blew my brain, helped set me up to blow my brains out. So she told me that it doesn't matter if you kill me, they'll just bring me to hell and bring me back to life. And they did that to me too. They took me, I went there, and after I overdosed, and they brought me back to life. I remember, and they did some other disgusting shit to me while I was there, but whatever. I'm not gonna get into that. So they always bring you back to life, because if you're alive and you go into the hell place, or into the fucking, excuse me, you go into the cave. As soon as you go into the cave, they bring you back to life. The ambulance people bring you back to life. So there's really no death, and they know how to bring people back to life, but still, they used to let people die probably just to harvest their organs or whatever. All right, so now I figure, well, if I make the video and my brother dies, that now they'll bring him back to life, because they won't want anyone to know that I had the wisdom to have the premonition to know that my brother's going to die, because they don't want people to see me have any wisdom. They want the world to believe that I'm coconut, that I'm crazy, and that I'm not anybody important, that I'm not really Satan, and you understand? So that's why I'm, plus I'm worried about Tommy, and I don't want to go right back to sleep, because then I have to get up and change my frequency, so that I don't fall right back into that realm again, and then I'll be in the same house again. You understand? So if you're having nightmares, you gotta wake up and change your frequency. Have a little cup of coffee, or do something, read, or do something. Stay up for an hour or two, and then go back to sleep. Then you'll be all right. See, the problem is pork. Every time I eat pork, I go to sleep with a bad frequency, and I end up in a bad realm. Not bad. There's no such thing as good or bad, but it's a realm that might not be so safe. So maybe that's why Muslims don't eat pork, or I don't know. But I had pizza with pork on it, and that's probably why I went to that realm. You understand? But still, everything happens for a reason, so it happened for a good reason, because now I realize that my brother's about to die, Or he already died, or I don't know. I can't call him because he moved. I don't have his new number, and my parents won't give it to me, so, I wouldn't call him now because his wife, she don't like me and she would throw a hissy fit. Make sure this thing's still on. It's still going. Yeah, it's still going. Okay. So, uh, so it's probably all this, started because I made that post this morning about how I'm gonna publicly execute the people that interfere with the message of salvation and virgin birth, because that's the highest transgression you could ever commit. I don't care if you killed 100,000 people; it's still not as bad. That's the worst thing you can possibly do. So obviously, if something happened at the time because I made that post, I feel horrible about that. I hope that's not the case, but it could be the case. Or they could have just he could have just went to an underground city and they just made it look like he, was going to hell just so I, find compassion for these people that interfere with my salvation. But whatever it is, uh, everything happens for a reason. So anytime something like this happens, you have to try to, if you have a dream you don't understand it, you go to Google and you go to Dream Dictionary and you look it up, so you know what the dream means, because dreams are important. But it's not really a dream. I was astral traveling. It's not really a dream. I'm already dead, but still I can astral travel and do whatever. Yeah, I still dream, but that was not a dream. It was way too real. I was astral traveling when I was doing it. So I believe that my brother's in the dream. He's dressed up, and Tommy was dressed up, and that means that my brother's gonna die. So that's how he said. I figure if I get up and make the video saying that I had a premonition my brother's about to die, that they'll bring him back to life because they won't want the people to realize that I had this premonition, because they're trying to make me look as stupid as possible, as worthless as possible. That they don't want the world to find out about me. That's why they imprisoned me in here. They don't want the world to find out about me. They don't want the world to find faith in me. They want me to suffer as much as possible. They want me to be poor. They want me to never get any sex. They want me to have to wear rags, never have no money. They want me to not have no car. Every time I had a car, they destroyed it. Every time. They crashed into it on purpose. They took the oil thing out so the engine blows up. They pushed it in the gas tank. Every single car they destroyed. Every single one. So that's why every time I had a car, I got destroyed. I've only had it for a little while. So this happened all my life, man. Plus everything else. They molested me at the doctor's office. They come in my apartment, and when you're sleeping, they open your eyelid like this and hypnotize you before you even wake up, and then they rape you. And then when they hypnotize you, they can program you to either remember or not remember, or remember at a certain time. So a lot of times they program me not to remember, but of course my awareness is so unbelievable that I remember. See, all this stuff I know, I'm not supposed to know all this stuff. I'm not supposed to know all this stuff. I'm not supposed to know all this. But I know, because I worked hard to figure it all out and everything. Plus, I did my own little adventures, going in the elevator or whatever. Oh, so I never finished telling you a story. So I went to see my father and my grandfather in the convalescent home. Then I end up in the cave when the elevator ended up in the cave somehow. This happened a couple of times. I got in elevators and ended up in the cave, okay? It happened 2 or 3 times. So this one time, I walked in the cave. Now, what happened? This is what happened. So I told you I was pressing that button and the elevator wouldn't open because I wanted to get the hell out of there. I was a little fearful. It's scary in there. Scary. So anyways,